All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, on the line. 59, Mike to 59. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I'm here all day.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Check. And color.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Williams. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and a couple, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Like 80. 50.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
No spacing.
Roethlisberger will throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Easy.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Whip. Watch yellow.
Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike's 59. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Coming, I'm coming. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 3-3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after two first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
16 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Back.
Now Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
We own them. Go.
They give it to Williams, running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
6-man.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
For the Chiefs field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT. Right?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check right. Check 13. Check right.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert. 50. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, wahoo. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 77. Mike 50. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Yeah, let's get a sack line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Yellow, RJ180. Watch the ball, watch the ball.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, it's Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Like 20. Check 53. Snicker, got to spin.
They will run with Grant. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Grant slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Boswell's kick is good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken at his 4. Dances by him. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, 76 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he finally seals Jones complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, 57, 57. Hey, rip list.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Yellow. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mahomes firing complete. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 5. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Bravo. 50.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. On first down, it's Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set. 230. Mike, 44. Check 26. Check 26. Whoa. Mike, Fofo. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still flying.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, he'll have a first down and more past the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Williams. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, he just falls.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That! 180! 50! 50's a mic! 50's a mic! Gotta do better.
On first down, it's Grant. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They go back to Grant. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check it back, check it back. 50. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of run. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, no see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play.